I've been wanting to make this video for a little while, but I just haven't had the time. Things have been so busy lately, and I was basically sick the whole of December, so I had a lot of catching up to do now in January. But now that January is done, I've had time to sit down, think a little, and also sorted some things out. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what's going to happen here on the channel in 2023, what trips I have planned, what trips I want to do, where I want to go around in the world with electric cars, and also what cars do I have on order, what cars do I expect to take delivery of this year. That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And if you are new here, my name is Chris. I have this channel dedicated to testing and driving and making news about electric cars. That is basically what we do here on the channel. I cover everything that has to do with electric cars that I am interested in, and also do range tests, I do reviews, I do a whole bunch of content here on electric cars. So if you like that type of content, please be sure to drop a thumbs up on the video down below. And also, if you really do like that content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the upcoming content I have in the next few weeks and months. New viewers may not know that 2022 didn't go as planned and was kind of a tough year for me. I had surgery early in the year, and because I'm not 20 years anymore, my recovery time was a lot longer than I thought it was. I'm actually still recovering, but I'm able to walk without crutches. I've been doing that for a few months now, but I'm not able to walk very far. I'm not able to go on long trips. I'm not able to, visit cities I want to go to and just explore. I'm not there yet, but I'm hoping I will be there well before the summer, because I want to do a lot of trips, which I didn't do last year. I didn't do a single trip. I think I went to the Polestar 3 launch that was in October in Copenhagen. That was the longest trip I did. Me and my brother drove from Oslo to Copenhagen, and I went to the launch, but that was really hard. I was still on crutches, and I remember the day after in the hotel, because I'd been walking around for like 2-3 hours. I had so much pain in my knees and in my hips, and yeah, that was terrible. But now I am much better, and I'm getting progressively better every day. But I just want to give you guys an update. I'm back on my feet, but I'm not there. My form isn't there before surgery, but I'm hoping I will get there soon. But it just takes the time. But now at least I have, a lot of my stamina back. I'm able to push out a lot more videos, because 2022, again, at least compared to 2021, I didn't push out as many videos. It was like half the amount of videos, but now you guys can see the start of 2023 is very, very good. So pushing forward now, I have a lot of cars booked. I have the Hongqi EHS 9. I have the new Ioniq 5 with updated battery, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. I have the EQ E53 AMG, and a whole bunch of other cars I have requested. I'm hoping to drive the Ioniq 6. I haven't heard back from Hyundai yet. So I have a lot of cars I'm going to test in the near future. Also the Tesla Model S Plaid and long range. So a lot of cars are going to be tested this year, and I'm going to be pumping out a lot more videos per week than I did in 2022. I'm trying to get back to that 2021 level where I pumped out like 4 or 5 videos a week, because, well, that was just fun and going on all of these trips. And talking about trips, a trip I really wanted to do last year with my Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo was a round trip around Iceland. So that means driving to Denmark, taking a ferry to Iceland, which is 3 days that way, driving around for 3-4 days, maybe a week, and then taking the ferry back to Denmark, which is another 2 days. So like basically 10, 12, 14 days round trip from Oslo to Denmark to Iceland and back again. But since I wasn't on my feet before, right before Christmas, and then I got sick, basically I haven't been on my feet for more than like a month without crutches, so like in real time. So I wasn't even close to being able to do that trip, but I really want to do that trip sometime this year. So let me know in the comment section down below. I also want to go to the northern tip of mainland Norway, maybe even to Kirkenes, which is northeast, almost on the Russian border. I haven't been further north than the Arctic Circle, the Arctic Circle tourist attraction where me and Björn and Powell went a few years ago. So I want to do another trip to Northern Europe. I also want to do another trip to Southern Europe, to Italy. I want to go back to Italy again, maybe the south of France, and also Spain. Let me know in the comment sections down below where you want me to go. maybe even if it would be possible to go to the south tip of Spain and taking a ferry over to North Africa. That would be really, really cool. So let me know down below what kinds of trips you guys want me to go on. But this year, there are going to be a lot more trips in Norway and throughout Europe, no doubt at all, guys. So I currently have 3 cars on order as things sit now. So I have a Polestar 3 on order. I'm going to explain that in a second. I have a Volvo EX90 actually on order with a contract and an estimated delivery date. And then I have a Range Rover Sport, or a big Range Rover, also on order. So let me break this down. So the Polestar 3 is, of all of these cars, the only car that is actually going to possibly be delivered this year in 2023, and that is because Polestar have said it's going to come to market like Q4 2023. But I don't actually have one on order because I've been talking to Polestar about maybe getting a press loaner for a few months, maybe doing like a rental deal where I pay them like an amount, because I don't want to be bound to one for like, I don't want to go out and purchase one and having to sell it after like 6 months, because I'm probably going to lose a lot of money. So I want to have access to one, but I don't want to have access to one for more than maybe 6, maybe 12 months. So I've been talking to Polestar that maybe we can do some sort of deal where I get a press car on loan for a longer period of time, which is completely normal if you do YouTube on cars or you're a car journalist. Like, this is completely normal all around the world. A lot of journalists or YouTubers have cars on long-term loan. Or I want to do a rental. I'm not sure, because if I'm going to have one, I want to be as unbiased as possible. So, you know, what is important for me is that I have credibility when it comes to different car makers. And people may say, yeah, you're a Tesla hater because you don't love everything about Tesla. That simply isn't true. Or you're bought out by, I don't know, people say I'm bought by Audi because I like Audi. Well, Audi have never given me a single dime to test one of their cars. I have been offered by other manufacturers to make content on their cars, and they pay me. Like, there was an event before Christmas in Stockholm, an EV brand that wanted to fly me out. They wanted to pay me to make a video, but I'm like, no. All of my car testing is independent. I'm not going to take a dime. I can do sponsorships with brands like Zaptec or Recharge or Bosch or all the brands I've done with, because that is completely separate to what I'm making as content in a video. Sometimes that does overlap, like with the latest Recharge video where we talked about, you know, different types of things that a seller doesn't tell you while purchasing a car, like charging speed, battery size, why you will get limited speed in charging. But I think that actually adds to the content here on the channel and gives you guys information. And, you know, Recharge being a sponsor in that video, I'm completely transparent, but my video isn't, you know, primarily about charging. All of that is a byproduct. It's about EVs and cars. And I'm never going to take money from a manufacturer to make a video on their subject, because I just think that compromises my integrity. So with that being said, I just want to work out a deal with Polestar that gives me all of the freedom I want to say what I want about their products. It's not a secret that I love the Polestar 2, so I'm pretty positive about their products from the get-go. And a big reason I don't want to be locked to a Polestar 3 is because I have that Volvo EX90 on order that hopefully I'm going to take delivery of sometime in Q2, maybe like April 2024. I'm crossing my fingers. So that time I'm gonna have that, you know, Polestar 3 isn't like a year. And frankly, I'm more enthusiastic about the EX90. I think it looks better. I'm more fan of these big boxy SUVs. So that's the reason. And that car I've ordered. I'm gonna purchase that car like I've done with my Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. And then the last car I have on order is, you know, the new Range Rover and Range Rover Sport as an electric version. So I'm on a list at a Land Rover dealer here locally, where they have a list where they're just going to put one in order. So that car, I don't know, maybe they're going to reveal it this year, next year. I mean, there's like already like almost 2-year wait list for the hybrid versions of these cars. So that is completely insane. So I don't know. As you guys can see, 3 big SUVs, and then we have the flip side, which are cars that are maybe not even on air quotes order, and that is the next generation of the Porsche Macan EV that I'm not super excited about because it seems like a downgrade compared to the Taycan, and also the next generation Porsche Boxster, which will also be an EV, is a car I am very excited about, but that car is probably not going to be revealed before 2025, so in 2 years' time. So I don't know, it's not even relevant to 2023. So these are the cars, so that means I'm probably going to have my Taycan Cross Turismo for another year. And you know, usually I don't have my cars for 2 years. I can't remember the last time I had a car for 2 years. That's a long time ago. But since I wasn't able to make all the content I wanted to do on my Porsche Taycan, I can do that, or last year, I can do that this year. So having that another year doesn't, you know, matter. It's fine with me. And I'm going to do a 1-year review soon because that's actually one of the cars I've had zero problems with. I've had new cars for 10 years now. I've probably had like 8 new cars the past 10 years. And I've always had an issue with all of those cars except for my Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. So I'm super happy with that car and satisfied with how that has worked out. So guys, that's a little update about what's going on in 2023. More road trips across Europe. Hopefully a Polestar 3 at the end of the year. But other than that, no other new cars. But I'm going to cover more car news as I've done lately because you guys also seem to like that. But also if there's anything else, then, you know, reviews, charging tests, range tests, Norwegian high-speed run tests, and, you know, car news. Is there anything else you guys want me to cover? Let me know in the comment section down below. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.